Hey, I'm Mac. Welcome back to my channel. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and consider joining my Patreon for access to new videos told to 24 hours early, as well as some Patreon exclusive content. Okay, so it's been a while since we've checked in with Monat. Okay, I kind of missed them. So I thought we would take a look at the latest thing that relatively high on the pyramid member Christina Smallwood has posted on Instagram. All right, let's go.
So today we are going to be talking about multiple streams of income, why you should have them, what to choose, how to choose it, how do you know if it's going to be a good one, and some
if it's not an MLM, that's a good sign.
Other like little bit of details, because the goal is to create like a long-term residual, for it to be like a wise decision for you to invest any amount of time in doing and completing.
I really think that they don't understand what residual or passive income actually means, because it definitely does not mean your MLM business. A passive or a residual income means like something you already did that is still making money for you now. Like a YouTube video would be an example, because like I already made the video, but a video can still have revenue brought in that gets paid to me, even though I'm not like still making that video. I already made it. So like I already did the work, but I'm still getting money for it. But like that's very different from a Monat business.
And so as someone that has
business
multiple streams of income, I would never compare them with each other or say like,
is that because you love them all the same?
Well, our investments aren't doing as good as this business, so only do that. The whole point of having multiple streams is that you have and you pour into what you can into multiple streams. And so I'm going to share with.
That's dumb. I would think that it would probably serve you better to pour more into the thing that is the most profitable for you. I don't know. Because I don't know. I don't really buy this whole I don't think that multiple streams of income is necessarily an important thing, because usually one of the streams is going to be a lot more profitable than the other ones. And really, if you think about it, if you're dedicating more time or resources to something that's less profitable, well, why are you doing that? Because like if you end up losing that mainstream of income or whatever, it's not really going to help you that much that the lesser stream is still there. So I don't really think it's necessarily that sound of a piece of advice as they try to make it seem like it is. I don't know.
With you today, if you're looking for something to do while you're doing everything else, an
MLM is not something you can do while you're doing everything else. It requires a lot of time input. It's not something that you can just do in your free time. Like you're not going to make money anyway, but if you are going to make money, it's going to require you to be doing more than full-time hours. Like it just is. So get that out of your head.
That you can plug into doing while you're doing everything else, and truly just kind of say, hey, we can help you not only get a discount on your hair care and your skin care and your beauty regimen, not only get a discount, but we can help you make a residual income in a business out of this. There is a thing called lifetime value, and this is a really, really, really important thing, especially if you are considering starting a business from.
Okay, doing Monat is not starting a business.
Your home. It's really important just to know you are going to be pouring some time and effort into something where people are going to be getting something out of it. So I'm going to be talking to you today about 5 things that you should consider.
Okay, she's so all over the place right now. First of all, what was with the lifetime value thing? You said that it was super important, and then she didn't explain what it was. Okay, lifetime value is usually you're talking about something like, I don't know, Adobe Creative Cloud. where Adobe is doing their strategy based on projected lifetime value from each customer. So like how much money can they make from each customer by selling them a Creative Cloud subscription, throughout their career or whatever, versus, selling them the Creative Suite, several times for, a few $100s up front versus however much a month you can get Creative Cloud for. By the way, creators or anyone who uses Creative Cloud, if you have not attempted to cancel Creative Cloud lately, this is your reminder to go do that, because you'll probably get like half off for doing that, and you'll probably get like 2 months free. So go do that right now. Just go through like you're going to cancel, and it'll probably offer you several free months of Creative Cloud. So you're welcome. I just saved you like $100. Yeah, and you should do that like at least once a year, okay? You always want to go in there and try to go through the cancellation process and see what you get. You're welcome. And then, okay, she's talking about discounted hair care products. Okay, just because something is on a discount doesn't mean that you're saving money by buying it. In fact, usually it doesn't mean that, okay? Buying Monat products at a discount is not saving money, okay? And this applies to anything, really. Just because something's 50% off doesn't mean that you're saving 50% by buying it. If you wouldn't have bought it if it weren't on sale, then you didn't save 50%. You're spending 50% of it. You're spending money. You're not saving money. You just made a purchase, okay? Let's get real here, okay? I mean, it's so weird how they just present this. I don't know. I'm sure they know exactly how dumb what they're saying sounds, but I don't know. Maybe they don't.
Things that you should consider when you are considering, taking on something like this. So aside from these main point things, okay? So the main things, flexibility. Forbes did this entire study, and it said that more people would do something for flexibility than they would for, a paycheck raise or
are we still considering Forbes to be a credible company? Because they're not. Forbes is the best publication money can buy. They'll publish anything. They're such a trash fire. Seriously, like they're basically just the chum bucket.
Pay raise. And so I think that that's really, really important. That really speaks to me. One of the girls shared at our meeting last night that, she's had to take a lot of like sick days. She's going through chemo. She's going through multiple surgeries. I actually don't know if she said she's going through chemo. She's taking medication that makes her really, really sick. I assumed it was chemo, but maybe it's something else. I don't want to misspeak. Anyway, she said at the end of every appointment, they would say, do you need a note for your work? And she was like, it just hit me all the time that the flexibility that I have from something like this is just so great when I can't physically go and do anything. And then on the
What do you mean the flexibility from this? This is not what she has the flexibility from. I thought you said she was taking sick days. You don't take sick days in Monat, do you? Furthermore, how about the fact that whatever full-time job, whether that's her full-time job or if it's like her husband's full-time job or whatever job it is that's getting her the insurance benefits to pay for those treatments that are keeping her alive, I feel like that's the real hero here. Also, if your employer requires a doctor's note for sick days, quit.
15th of the month, she's been doing this for a few years. A 15th of the month, she gets a paycheck, and she's.
Do you know that other jobs get paychecks? I get paid on the 5th and the 20th, okay? Which, can I just say, when I first started my current full-time job, I thought it was super weird that they paid twice a month on the same dates. And now I think it's super weird that that's not the normal way of doing it. It's so stupid the other way. Because, your rent and mortgage and bills or whatever, they're not due on the day of the week that it is. They're due on the same date of the month. It's way better getting paid on the same dates every month. It's so much better. I don't know why that's not the normal way.
It's like this is what it's for. So that flexibility to help you build something, super.
I don't understand. Like, that's such a non sequitur. What did that have to do with anything?
Super duper important. Okay. Not only that, but the perks that come along with choosing another stream. Okay. Like most income streams do not come with perks. Like our investments that we have and the other like little things that we've invested in, they don't come with amazing perks.
A lot of full-time jobs come with health insurance. That's a pretty good perk. Like, what are you talking about?
Like a car program, like my.
Okay, do you know that you can buy a car with money? Like, you know that I bought a car because of like my job, because my job gave me money, and then I bought the car by giving that money to the car dealer. Like that's how this works. And also because of the whole using money thing, that means that I got to pick the car that I wanted, and I didn't have to get some ugly new Cadillac with an insane lease payment. Okay? I was able to buy the car that I wanted, and my employer didn't have any say in it. Instead of me having to get a car that I can't afford. Outrageous. It's so stupid. It's so brain dead. Like, of course it doesn't have a car program. It has cash.
Car payment is made from this company. Trips, it doesn't send us on trips every single year.
Again, you can do that using money, and then you get to pick where you want to go.
The community that comes along with it, the fellowship, and just.
Oh, please. That is so fake.
There's all these other things. So aside from those two kind of main and very important things when you're choosing, you know, a new stream of income, I want to kind of get into the 5 things that you need to consider if you are considering, especially if network marketing, maybe it wasn't even on the.
Also, are you sitting on the floor? Are you sitting in a dog bed? What are you doing? Where's all your furniture?
It certainly wasn't on the map for me. But when I heard all of this, I was an avid Shark Tank watcher. Okay. I watched for years people pitch their business. I made note of every single thing that the sharks wanted to invest in. Like, when did they decide, I believe in this business model?
Okay. Do you know that that's a reality TV show? Is this your research process? She's like, oh, I'm a business expert, you guys, because I watched a reality TV show, you know, and so obviously that's factual information. Like, well then, I mean, I guess I'm an expert too, because I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
I watched all that. So take the network marketing out of it, and I had to kind of separate it for some reason in my head.
I can't believe that's a qualification. She's like, oh, I watched every episode of Shark Tank, so I know business, you guys. Well then, I mean, can't argue with that. Good Lord. Whew. Let's hope she doesn't watch any medical dramas.
And be like, oh, wow, okay, all of this makes sense. So number 1, the product that you're selling, you want it to be consumable, meaning people are going to actually use it, enjoy it, get results from it. And, the one that I'm talking about comes with lots of awards, comes with a lot of safety and clinical testing. Like, this is not done, especially here in the States, with a lot of the products that are cancer-causing ingredients all over our shelves. So people are getting hip to the why.
Monat makes your hair fall out. I mean, come on. It's still my favorite thing. She's like, I watched every episode of a reality TV show that's about business, so I know business, you guys. The consumable product thing, maybe that's true for like for a product that's like fairly low in terms of like the capital required to start it up, but like perhaps a business that has a consumable product is usually going to be easier to start in terms of how much capital you will need to start it, because if it's a consumable product, then your product is probably cheaper than a product that isn't consumable. Like it's going to be cheaper to make an energy drink than it is to make laptops, but I don't think that businesses succeed or fail, primarily based on whether their product is consumable or not. And I don't think that consumable particularly makes your product more likely to succeed, because I mean, food startups happen all the time and they fail all the time, and those are all consumable. So I don't really think that this is the important factor that you think it is. Although I realize that they probably said it on Shark Tank, which I realize makes it, an absolute truth. Because if it's on reality television, it's true. That's how this works.
Using on their bodies and, being more mindful of that. So this is in alignment with the way that the future is evolving. Okay. So consumable products that are also what? A necessity. And then one more on that.
Nobody needs Monat.
Every single person in the home can use it, down to the dog. Okay. Like, this would send the sharks nuts. Not only that.
Yeah, it would send them nuts. Haven't you ever seen the Shark Tank where they trash MLMs?
It's a proprietary product, and that's what they always want to see. They always want to see a patent pending sign that basically you're the only one that can do this. Then they want to invest in you. So,
well, yeah, I mean, but just not all patents are created equal. You can get a patent for just about anything.
When I saw those two things together, that this is a consumable product and it's a necessity, I was like, yes, please. This is.
You are so stupid. It's obvious that you got your education from reality television.
It's amazing. Okay. So pair those two together, not only in one category, okay, because there's no competition in our hair care category.
What are you talking about? Maybe figuratively you think there's no competition. I assure you that is a very competitive space. You have a lot of competitors. Look at all the people around who are not using Monat, but they're still using shampoo. So it would seem to me that you have very serious competitors.
I've been a stylist for 20 years. I've never seen shampoo do what this shampoo can do. I've never seen shampoo come with clean.
Yeah, but you've seen shampoo before that wasn't Monat, so you have competition. You literally have competition. Maybe you don't think you figuratively have competition, but you do, and you're losing to it. Like I realize it's a manner. It's a turn of phrase to say there's no competition. But when you're talking about an actual business analysis, you do need to actually look at your competitors that actually exist.
Clinical data that was safe to put on your babies. Okay, I've never seen this.
Okay, well, they exist. I mean, like Head and Shoulders, for one, is considered to be a drug. So it actually has very extensive clinical trials. And you're not the first. Doing clinical studies, like really lame ones, usually is fairly standard stuff that the cosmetics industry does. And none of them usually mean anything. They're usually completely meaningless because it'll be like, oh, their hair was 10 people thought their hair was 47% shinier. And it's like, well, what the fuck does that mean? And that's a pretty small sample size. And I don't care if my hair is shiny. But and this is exactly what Monat's doing too. Okay. So number one, it doesn't mean anything. And number two, you're not the first hair care company to do this. You're like the last to do it.
These technologies and to make hair smoother looking, fuller looking, healthier looking. Topical products pretty much only could usually do so much. So these products are...
As opposed to what? Are you taking hair pills?
Amazing. They're proprietary. They're for everyone in the home.
Okay, if there are pills to make your hair shinier, please don't take those.
And vegan, cruelty-free, I mean, you name it, all the bells and whistles of like the most desirable thing. Amazing. Great value.
Okay, vegans, you're just bells and whistles.
Great price for how long it lasts. It's like $9 a month, a bottle of shampoo. That's
very expensive to me. That is very expensive for shampoo, at least in my opinion. When you could get like a quart, which is about a liter, by the way, for those in metric countries. You can get that for like $5 at Costco, and that lasts me like half of a year, probably. That's not a good deal. It's not the good deal that you think it is.
Cheaper than Costco, I think.
No, it's not. That is categorically false. So Monat's shampoo is $38 for 8 ounces, which is 237 milliliters. So that is $4.75 per ounce. At Costco, you can get a 38-ounce bottle of Pantene, which is a little over a liter, for $16.99, which is 45 cents an ounce. So Monat she just said it was cheaper than Costco. In fact, Monat is 11 times more expensive than the shampoo you could get at Costco. And I also checked the Nexus. It's $30 and you get a 32-ounce shampoo and a 32-ounce conditioner for $30. Yeah. So it's actually not cheaper than Costco unless you use 10 times more Costco shampoo than Monat shampoo, because I know it is super concentrated, you guys.
Really, really, really great. All plus signs, right? Amazing. Competition wise, there's no competition in the hair care category, okay? It's the first thing that I've ever used for my skin that I've actually seen results. If you can go look at my rosacea highlight and look at the disaster I used to cover up every single day, okay? It's unreal. So the products are great, no competition, okay? But if you're looking at...
What are you talking about? Do you not understand what competition means? They're not saying, is it better than everything else when they're asking, is there competition? They're talking about, is there somewhere else your customers are going, or is there some other product your customers are buying instead of yours? And I would say, yeah, the vast majority of people are buying shampoos other than Monat's shampoo because there's very, very high levels of competition in this industry.
Doing something, you want it to be something that's worthwhile, to where not only you pouring time and effort into it, you are going to be getting customers and be able to have the option to grow a team out of it too. So now you get a percentage of what they sell. So that is helping you build residual, and it really creates this like really
And more importantly, you get a percentage of what they buy.
Really cool environment that's not like, oh well shoot, now you signed up, now you're my competition. It's not.
Seems like you don't understand what competition is.
Like that. Like it's like, oh, now we're working together and we're
But you're not working together because everything they get is something you didn't.
you get bonuses, I get bonuses. Amazing.
But you don't get bonuses because of them. That's a bonus you're not getting if they recruited that person and not you.
It creates this really cool culture, which is
What are you talking about? We saw WFAB.
lacking in any kind of other stream of income world out there, like investments. Like you go do an Airbnb, you're pretty much on your own to do an Airbnb. You want to go start.
That sounds great. I'd love to be on my own.
Like I'm starting a couple different things and I'm like, oh, you're pretty much on your own. So like,
would you rather be on your own or with her?
it really brings into play like, wow, like the community piece of this is so special. Okay, so
I agree. It's very special.
aside from those three things, consumable, necessity, competition, you want there to be good timing on it. So I'm partnered with a company that is less than 10 years old. They are a multi-billion-dollar brand.
No, they're not.
They've expanded into global markets. They are continuing to expand. Not only are they expanding, if I partner with someone in those new markets and we both reach a certain, we can actually earn shares, profit sharing of a multi-billion-dollar company in that market. So it's a huge.
Okay, the share that you get, assuming that you get that thing, which is it's nearly impossible to get. The requirements are very high for it. You have to recruit a ton of people and you have to make a ton of sales. Okay, you're not earning shares. You're getting you might, if you qualify for this, get 1% of their revenue over $75 million for a quarter. And that 1% is split among all the consultants who qualify. So it's not going to be life-changing, and it's not stock. It's not buying a share of a multi-billion-dollar company, because for one thing, Monat's not a multi-billion-dollar company, and for another thing, it's not a share of it. Okay? Get that through your head.
So it's a huge opportunity, and it's way a life-changing investment. Like, talk about
It's not an investment.
a once-in-a-lifetime type of opportunity to invest in something like that. And it's definitely something that, you are taught a trade, you are taught sales, you are taught social
If this is what Monat taught you, I am not impressed.
media strategies and branding. You are alongside other people that are in the same boat as you. And so anyway, that the timing of it is everything. And being, I would say, still a ground floor opportunity.
What? That is the most ridiculous thing that you could possibly say about Monat. Number one, it's not the ground floor if you're hearing about it, okay? By the time you've heard of an MLM, it's the ground floor has long passed. The ground floor is usually handpicked by the founder. And furthermore, they all have a trajectory where they go up and then they peak and they go down. That's how it works with an MLM, okay, or any pyramid scheme. It's always gonna have a peak and then it falls. And Monat is already past its peak. It was way oversaturated and now it's on the decline. So that is such a ridiculous statement.
The fact that it's already produced so many people to be so successful. And I mean, I can't even tell you how many people I'm personally partnered with that make over $500 a month. A lot.
$500 a month? That's like $6,000 a year. That sucks. And I'm going to guess that that's probably before expenses. And yet this is what she's trotting out as being so incredible. She has so many people who make $500 a month. Are you kidding me? $500 a month before expenses, I'm sure. That sucks. For the amount of work that you have to put in to do that, that sucks. That's not worth it. That opportunity cost is worth more than $500. I promise you.
A lot. It's a lot of them. And so it's like, that would change most households. Okay. So
not before expenses.
So it's just truly incredible. And we can help you, slide into your day, and how we can help you,
If you're sliding it into your day, you're not going to earn $500.
Basically talk about your hair care and get paid for it. I mean, it's like a dream. So
that is not an accurate description of the process of Monat. Okay, and you know that that's not accurate. It is constantly spamming people and taking advantage of your friends and family to get them to support your little pyramid scheme. Okay, it is not just talking about your hair care and getting paid for it. That's not how it works, and you know that's not how it works.
The last point is the compensation plan. So if you are picking something that you're going to be doing from home, you want something that has a rich compensation plan. So you want to be able to get paid handsomely for, what effort you are putting in and your customers and all of that. And so this company's compensation plan in their Smart Start period, which is like the first 3 months, and that's pretty much like for most people, if like, let's say you started a diet tomorrow or today, and tomorrow you woke up and you were 2 pounds lighter, you would love that diet and want to keep doing it. So that's kind of that.
And just weigh yourself after you take a dump in the morning.
Idea here. So the Smart Start program is really, really, really enriched. And you can make bottomless. The whole comp plan is bottomless.
Oh, I agree. It's definitely bottomless, but I think it's bottomless in a different way. Like, it's not like a bottomless mimosa or whatever. This is more like a bottomless pit, Because when you fall in a bottomless pit, you die of starvation.
There's bonuses all over the freaking place. But it's you get paid 10 different ways on pretty much.
Okay. That sounds confusing. Can I get paid one way, please?
One transaction. And then not only that, but like I mentioned in the beginning,
the reason they do it 10 ways is so that you don't see how little money you are making, if any.
Lifetime value really kicks in because our average customers are going to be working with us and shopping with us and trying different product categories and buying different sales. And even if they go a little bit of time between orders because the products last forever, they will eventually want to buy again because of all.
Nobody who is not a consultant will ever want to buy again. They might buy again because you pester them, but that's it.
All the things that I said. And so it's not a one and done, which people
not for the consultants, it's not.
Get sucked really, really hardcore into that. But the residual piece of this is really that longevity. So if you're stretching it out over time, that perk is really going to be amazing. So I'm all for.
I'm so confused. Is anybody following?
Multiple streams of income. But I'm also for having some that.
Yeah, wasn't that the whole thesis of this video?
Are super, super wise and like this and fruitful and full of all these amazing perks.
Yeah, Monat's super wise, you guys.
Perks and all these amazing things. And it makes sense.
It's so full of shit.
Like, that just makes sense. It's like, to me.
Yeah, you guys, this video made sense.
Once I finally got in, because I was skeptic, but once I finally got in and I got to the other side and I knew what I know now, I was like, why doesn't everybody do this?
Because 99% of people who do it lose money.
Why doesn't everybody do this? This doesn't make sense. Why nobody else? So I just kind of.
Because you're fucking annoying.
I wanted to take this moment to explain all those things, and maybe it helped a little light bulb go off for you. Like, why?
How this could have helped anyone is beyond me.
Am I just buying shampoo? Why am I not at least saying, because people are going to mention something to you like, hey, I like your hair. Hey, your hair is pretty. What shampoo do you use? Blah, blah, blah. And you say,
is that a normal conversation?
Say, want to try mine? I can send.
No.
Send you a link. And then you ask your team to help you send a link. And that's it.
Yeah, that's just how easy it is, you guys.
Now you made a commission.
Yeah, you just made a commission. It's super easy.
Your shampoo just paid you. You're your own walking advertising.
Yeah, these Monat girls, they're just walking advertisements.
So anyways, that is it. I'm going to wrap this up.
For cheap extensions.
If you have any questions or anything I said sparked you at all, please shoot me a DM.
Nope.
And I would love to chat with you about what this looks like for you. This is a very low cost investment to start. Literally this month you can get in for $149 and it comes with a year-long website. There's no upsell. I mean, you can't.
$149 for a website? That sucks.
You can add on products if you want, but there's no like upsell for like a better package of this business, like.
What are you talking about? That's what you guys always do. You always say that you got to go all in. You got to get the big package. You got to get the one that has all the products. So you have samples and blah, 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 blah. You are such a fucking liar. Stop lying.
Oh, you'll make more if you buy a bigger pack, and that's like not how it works. So you can literally spend.
Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
And $149, get like over $500 worth of products. Like you get actual physical products that you are going to love so deeply.
Are you all right?
Your hair, your skin. If you don't love it, your sister will love it. Your daughter will love it. Like you can share products because every single one of these is super problem specific. So there's something for every single person in the house. But anyway, it's like you get so much bang for the buck and there's zero required of you monthly. There's no purchase quota. There's no purchase commitment.
There is if you want to get paid. There absolutely is if you want to get paid.
There's no obligation to sell. It's just amazing. So anyway, $149. I mean, you could easily go and sneeze that at, Target or Walmart or wherever you shop. So.
No, I couldn't. I wouldn't just spend $149. Are you kidding me? Are you out of your fucking mind? What, like just like on a whim? I don't think so. $149? No.
Yeah. If I said anything that interests you, shoot me a DM. I would love to chat business with you. I'm super silly and goofy on here, but I'm also a hardcore businesswoman and I love to take it very, very serious. So anyways.
Yeah, she watched Shark Tank, you guys.
Mwah. Hope to chat soon.
Okay, you guys, I gotta go because I have to do some brain surgery because one time I got sick and stayed home from school and watched General Hospital. So I'm a brain surgeon now. So I've been Mac. Peace out. Bye. Dumpster